So I was going to talk about how, privilege and different kinds of oppression and all that kind of stuff, but I noticed something that I think kind of needs addressing. So yeah, um, there's a really common assumption that I see going around in any argument involving asexuality at all, that being asexual automatically kind of gives you this viewpoint on sexual people that, you're better than them, that you're not just one of those sluts or those sex maniacs, and you enjoy cuddling and reading books, so you're clearly higher. And I mean, to be honest, even sexual people who have some misguided views about asexuals, that was my phone, keep doing that. I mean, it happens. And here's the thing: some people do have those views, and not all of those people are asexual. Because, some people choose to be celibate for their whole lives because they think it's better. You don't have to be asexual to do that. Equally, you don't have to have those opinions if you're asexual, because they're just opinions. I mean, you know, the assumption that not having a desire, well, not even that, not being sexually attracted to people makes you morally better than people is just kind of wrong. It's like, I don't know. For a start, if you're saying that we think that, then I'd check what you're thinking, because you're projecting a hell of a lot of morals on us. I mean, if you're saying that, oh, look at them, they don't have sex, they think they're better, they're not sluts, you need to look at what you mean by the word slut. Because you using that term and applying it to saying that we're not, you're making a moral judgment yourself, and it's not one that we necessarily ourselves would make. Personally, I don't like the word slut in the context it's used, because really, girls going having sex, they can do that. Boys going having sex, they can do that. Why do we need a word for the girls? But so firstly, if you're saying that we have these moral opinions, then you need to check your own, because if you think that us not having sex suddenly implies all of these moral structures, then you need to check where you're getting that idea from, because some of us might have that idea, but I can tell you now I don't, and I'm sure quite a lot of us don't. And the whole idea of sex being that kind of thing, I mean, what? It's like eating. That's probably a really bad metaphor. You know what I mean? It's a natural thing that people do. Some people like to eat a lot of food. Some people do not like to eat a lot of food. Some people like different kinds of food. Because they like food. Yay. And granted, that's a bit of a bad metaphor, because we kind of, eat, but you know what I mean. So why should we judge people for having sex if we don't judge them for fulfilling any other urges, like, eating? It's very stupid. And I guess saying that we kind of, as asexuals, are projecting this moral high ground on you is really annoying, because I'm not. And assuming one group has the same opinion because of what sexual orientation, I mean, if it was a religion, yeah, because maybe you subscribe to a religion's tenets, so if they're a religion, you expect that. But sexual orientation, really? It doesn't really do anything beyond orientation. It doesn't give me any opinions beyond, hey, I have this orientation, it's real. It would be nice to not. Yes, we have to treat the community as a community for a lot of purposes. I mean, you treat the gay community as a community because there's certain things they have in common, but to treat a community only as a community, and then to project things onto the whole community based on maybe what you've heard from one of them, is kind of stupid. Like, I'm a Christian, and I believe in the Big Bang, and I think gay people should be allowed to get married, and I think that term marriage in the Bible regarding sex before marriage isn't marriage as we mean it today, so I don't agree that you have to wait till after you've had the whole big church ceremony and legal thing to have sex. I believe, what else do I believe that's an uncommon Christian opinion? It's quite a lot. I don't believe in the Bible being completely literal. I also don't believe that we can know all of God's opinions due to, because it's written by men and there is obviously inherent bias going to be in that, due to society and cultural norms. So, in saying that all asexuals believe something, you're like saying Christians believe something. If you say all Christians are fundamentalists, you're just wrong, because you've just met one who isn't. So to do the same with a sexual orientation, one that doesn't even have the same kind of belief structure that a religion does, is, well, to misunderstand the idea of a community, I'd say. So, yeah, firstly, back to the original point. Not all asexuals want to claim a moral high ground on you. And if you think we do, check what you're thinking regarding morals and sex. Then, there will be some of us that do, but, you know, also assuming that we never have sex is assuming all asexuals are celibate. Really? Because not all celibates are asexuals, and not all asexuals are celibate. It's not difficult to grasp now, is it? But apparently to some people it is. We are perfectly physical capable of having sex. So some of us might have many reasons. I mean, seriously, if you're sexual, you don't just have sex because you're sexually attracted to people. There are a lot of other reasons you could. I mean, pity sex, not necessarily nice, but it's a reason. You know, there's a lot of different reasons that don't involve sexual attraction to have sex. Why would you assume then that the one reason we lack is the sole reason we will never go and do something and we'll be celibate forever and claim this moral high ground? I don't know, but we don't. This is getting a little ranty, but yeah, I'll conclude it very shortly then. Basically, if you think that not having sex because you're asexual gives you a moral high ground, or you think we think that, then you need to check where you're getting your idea of morals from. If you want to then argue that you don't have a moral problem with sex, why do you assume that we do? Because that's making assumptions on our judgment, and unless you've met us in person and we've told you, I think sex is bad, you can't say we think that. Because I don't. So, you know. So yeah, the two biggies. Please don't assume that we're celibate, and also, yeah, moral high ground? No, we just want to get on with lives as we do, and if you have sex, good for you. If you don't have sex, good for you, and if we don't have sex, yay, and if we do have sex, also yay, if we're happy doing that. And everyone should just be happy with that. I realise it's a simple view and it's never going to happen, but one can hope. So yeah, sorry about the lateness of all these videos. I'm in a student house, there's 6 of us, and if we're all online, YouTube seems to not want me to upload anything, and it dies. So I've been trying to upload it in the kind of times of the day when people are in bed and not online. So this was recorded on my time, but it's probably going up kind of Sunday morning when everybody's in bed, so the internet is working. Sorry about that. But yeah, hopefully that won't happen next week or the week after, because term is nearly finished.